For the top 10 famous haunted houses. Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get
we ain't trying
it actually homes around the world with twisted backstories and reports of paranormal activity, suggesting that they could act haunted. Just to clarify, we're only exploring houses on this ghost tour, so don't expect to see the Stanley Hotel. Number 10, Lalaurie Mansion, New Orleans, Louisiana. Much like the mansion she lived in, Delphine Lalaurie might have seemed classy on the surface. Behind closed doors, though, she was an unspeakably inhumane slave owner. This wealthy socialite's crime...
Boy, ain't no way. This bitch was a slave owner in New Orleans. What year was this? That's the reason it's haunted right there. The bitch want to be motherfucking a damn slave owner and shit. This was 2018, y'all. This wasn't even that long ago. That's crazy. We already know why it's haunted, y'all.
Were exposed on April 10, 1834, when a slave set her Royal Street house on fire. When the public learned of the slaves Lalaurie had tortured and possibly even murdered, they chased her out of New Orleans and she fled to Paris. Over the years, her three-story mansion has served as a school, an apartment building, and much more. Actor Nicolas Cage even briefly owned it before going bankrupt.
So they letting kids be in the motherfucking slave house.
Many to believe that it's cursed. Number 9, Blickling Hall, Blickling.
That shit was not cursed, bro. It wasn't cursed. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, bro. If it was, I thought it would be cursed, but it's not. They ain't got no proof or nothing about it being cursed. They just say it was a slave owner's house. That shit, no.
This Norfolk country house is speculated to be the birthplace of Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. Although the Queen of England gave birth to Elizabeth I, she couldn't fulfill Henry's desire.
But that bitch ugly.
As their marriage reached its breaking point, Boleyn was charged with adultery, incest, and conspiracy to murder the king. While many historians believe these charges to be fabricated, Boleyn was still executed by beheading on May 18, 1536. It's rumored that Boleyn's headless ghost annually appears at her birthplace on the anniversary of her death. That's why the National Trust ranked Blickling Hall as the country's most haunted house. Number 8, House of the Seven Gables.
Boy, that shit's not haunted. This shit's stupid, boy. This shit, hell nah. You couldn't pay me to believe that this shit haunted. This shit's not haunted, boy. Oh God. I'm telling you, boy. The bitch did get knocked off, though. She got beheaded. That's crazy.
This colonial mansion was built by Captain John Turner in 1668 and remained in his family for 3 generations.
That shit.
The house is unique.
The bitch built that shit. 1668. It's 2021, boy. Ain't no way this motherfucker's still up. And we definitely wasn't building shit like this in, what's this, 1618, what they say, 1668. We wasn't building shit like this, man. Y'all gotta think about that shit. These bitches lying out here. You can't trust these
Design
hoes.
and history would provide the inspiration for author Nathaniel Hawthorne's 1851 Gothic novel, The House of the Seven Gables. Today, the house operates as a museum that offers educational programs. Given the novel's eerie atmosphere, it's only fitting that the house has also been the setting of some alleged paranormal activity. Various guests claim to have seen the ghost of Susan Ingersoll, Hawthorne's cousin, who previously lived.
We need to catch these bitches on camera.
And snapped a photo of what they believe to be a ghost boy lurking in the yard. Number 7, Molly Brown House, Denver, Colorado. Margaret Maggie Brown not only survived the 1912 sinking of the RMS Titanic, but also encouraged the lifeboat crew to turn back.
I ain't even know them motherfuckers survived the Titanic, boy. To be honest with you, I really thought all the motherfuckers died. We ain't even gonna get into that, though.
The wreckage. Because of this, she was dubbed the unsinkable Molly Brown. Although she passed away in 1932, it's possible that Brown was unsinkable even in death. It's been reported that her spirit still resides at her old house in Denver, Colorado, which was restored in the 1970s and is currently a museum. Visitors have also smelt pipe smoke, suggesting the presence of Molly's husband, James Joseph Brown. Other alleged apparitions include a female in a Victorian dress and other members of Molly's family. Number 6, Myrtles Plantation, St. Francisville, Louisiana. Now a bed and breakfast, the Myrtles Plantation is promoted as one of America's most haunted homes. General David Bradford built the house in 1796, supposedly on an ancient Tunica Indian burial ground. A Native American girl is actually one of several manifestations that have been spotted at the plantation. The ghost who's gotten the most attention, however, would have to be Chloe. According to legend, Chloe was a slave owned by Clark and Sarah Woodruff. After getting her ear cut off for eavesdropping, Chloe baked a poisonous birthday cake.
Hell nah, them bitches out there, they and that bitch abusing motherfuckers, boy. They said they cut that bitch ear off for abuse. What? Hold on.
Woodruff. After getting her ear cut off for eavesdropping, Chloe.
That bitch got her ear cut off for eavesdropping. Hey, that bitch. Oh boy, they got it. They had to been white. What is that? This shit where?
Girl is actually one of several, supposedly on an ancient tune of
what is that?
haunted homes. General David Brad. The Myrtles Plantation is promoted as St. Francis.
Oh, this in Louisiana.
Now a bed and breakfast, the Myrtles Plantation is promoted as one of America's most haunted homes. General David Bradford built the house in 1796.
I wonder if somebody's still living in that
Indian
bitch.
Burial ground. A Native American girl is actually one of several manifestations that have been spotted at the plantation. The ghost who's gotten the most attention, however, would have to be Chloe. According to legend, Chloe was a slave owned by Clark and Sarah Woodruff.
She was a slave. I'm thinking this is her daughter or something.
Chloe baked a poisonous birthday cake, which she fed to Sarah and her 2 daughters. As a result, the other slaves hung Chloe and threw her dead body into the Mississippi River.
Them bitches cold-blooded. Them bitches is cold-blooded. Ain't no telling what was going on in that house. They really need to knock that bitch down. I don't know, like, they like keeping shit up. Like, they like keeping some shit like that up for museum purposes and shit. Like, they want to be like, yeah, so-and-so lived in this house. This was happening in this house. This bitch haunted. And you'll be standing in that motherfucker, and that's when you'll find out what the fuck really happened in that bitch. You are already cursed. You a demon now. You a demon. Like, it's over.
Whaley
Shit like
House,
that needs to be
San
knocked
Diego,
down.
California. In 1852, Thomas Whaley witnessed the hanging of James Yankee Jim Robinson, who had been convicted of grand larceny. Years later, Whaley built a
grand larceny?
revival house out of bricks on that exact site. In addition to being the first house of its kind in San Diego, the Whaley residence also functioned as a theater, courthouse, and general store. Most significantly, it's rumored that the ghost of Yankee Jim haunts this historic house. He's apparently not alone either, as his daughter Violet Whaley supposedly committed suicide on the property in 1885. When Thomas and his wife reunited with her in death, it's believed that their spirits remained in the house, now a museum. Number 4.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. This video is full of bullshit. All for real. I'm still gonna upload this bitch though. But I'm gonna be real with you. This shit is bullshit. Ain't no proof. All they got is a motherfucker calling them, telling them this what happened in the house. And ghost ain't even real, bro. It ain't even real, cuz.
This extravagant mansion was the home of Sarah Winchester, the wife of
that bitch nice though.
Manufacturer William Wirt Winchester. When William died, Sarah became the heiress to his $20 million fortune, but also supposedly inherited the figurative blood on her husband's hands. As legend has it, Sarah believed that the souls who had been killed by the Winchester rifle were haunting her from beyond the grave.
This bitch clean.
What
a driveway.
Sarah fled from the spirits by moving to San Jose, where she built a house consisting of over 160 rooms. The Winchester built a house consisting of over 160 rooms.
This bitch might as well say she live in the White House, bro. See, what makes you do that? 160 rooms, cuz. That doesn't even make it, bro. How old with the bitch?
By moving, haunting her from beyond the grave. Taking a psychic's advice, Sarah fled from the spirits by moving to San Jose, where she built a house consisting of over 160 rooms.
So she left the house and went to a 160 bedroom house. I didn't even know they made that shit out here. But the fact that she even did, that's stupid. Like, get a 3-bedroom or something. You live by yourself, but you want 100 rooms. That's damn near 200 rooms, bro. Unnecessary. Just too much, bro.
Which now offered
you know, and then that room probably haunted. That whole house.
Tours has allegedly been a magnet for paranormal activity. Sarah Winchester's story also inspired a 2018 movie starring Helen Mirren. Number 3, Lizzie Borden House, Fall River, Massachusetts. Lizzie Borden stands out as one of American history's most infamous figures, having been tried for murdering her father and stepmother with an axe in 1992. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that the house she once lived in potentially has some ghostly baggage.
I don't know what made her do that.
In 1996, her father's house at 92 2nd Street in Fall River, Massachusetts, was converted into a bed and breakfast. Numerous guests have visited the B&B.
Boy, that shit stupid, boy. They do that shit, though. Cause y'all seen earlier in the video, they did that shit, though. The bitch house, the bitch don't need that, like, look, the New Orleans? Yeah, it looked like it was in New Orleans. The bitch house was haunted and they turned it into a school. The bitch killed her stepdaddy, well, her stepmama and her daddy, and they turned this bitch into a bed and breakfast. Like, shit, swing juice. That shit stupid, boy. These motherfuckers, man. Knock that bitch down.
In hopes of catching a glimpse of Lizzie's and her parents' spirits.
See? They trying to go in that bitch to turn. They trying to fuck with the ghost. And that's why niggas die nowadays, because you want to fuck with some shit you can't even see. What makes you, when you fuck with the ghost, what you gonna do then? When the bitch come out, what you gonna do? What you gonna do then? And you ain't gonna do a damn thing. Now you looking stupid. That's just stupid.
Number 2, the Amityville Horror House, Amityville, New York. If you haven't read The Amityville Horror by author Jay Anson, chances are you've at least seen one of the several film adaptations. This horror franchise actually originated from 112 Ocean Avenue, where Ronald DeFeo Jr. shot 6 of his family members.
Boy,
in 1975,
that nigga crazy.
Just over a year after these gruesome murders, George and Kathy Lutz moved into the house with their 3 children. But 28 days later, the Lutz family departed, after allegedly having several run-ins with the supernatural. In 2017, an anonymous buyer purchased this notorious dwelling for $605,000, about $200,000 below the asking price. We can only hope the new owner doesn't run into any vengeful demons. Number 1.
You know he is. Nigga killed. You know he is. This nigga killed. Hey, we ain't even gonna start on this, what I just seen right here, because I ain't even gonna lie to you, boy. That's some stupid shit right there. This right here, you know he, look, so the nigga said, this nigga, he might run into some vengeful ghost or whatever he said. You know he is. This nigga killed 6 of his family members, dog. It had to been females too. They had to be getting on his nerves, dog, for real. Cause look at the nigga, man. Let's look at him, bro. Just look at him.
$200,000 below the asking price. We can only hope the new owner doesn't run into any vengeful demons.
They ain't even show his face, man.
Most iconic house.
Look.
1, the White House. The new owner doesn't run into any vengeful demons. Number 1.
He gonna run into something.
Washington, D.C. It's amazing to think.
And you know this bitch haunted. Man, there's so much spiritual conspiracy theories that go on in this bitch right here. You can't even, bro. I done seen it all. But whatever is going on in that bitch, I ain't seen. I ain't gonna lie.
The most iconic house in the U.S. is also, arguably, the most haunted.
But how would they know it's haunted, though, if you ain't been in the bitch? Come on, now. You can say you hear all you want, because this is about Lee. You're not the only one in that bitch. There'll never be one person in the White House. I don't care what nobody say. So, and on God, and if you gonna say there's some shit in this bitch, I need some proof, some cameras, because there's cameras all around this bitch. I need some camera proof or something.
Pennsylvania Avenue has been the setting of numerous ghost stories throughout history,
Look.
many of which involve Abraham Lincoln. First Lady Grace Coolidge supposedly saw President 16's ghost looking out the Oval Office's window. Both
Bitch, you seen the pain. You ain't seen no damn ghost. Come on now. The nigga been gone for about damn near 100 years, man. Come on, let the nigga live. Let the nigga die. Come on now. Y'all niggas be tweaking.
Ebert Johnson and Eleanor Roosevelt claim to have felt Lincoln's presence while living there. Visitors like Queen Wilhelmina of the Netherlands and
Bitch, that was the janitor. That was the janitor, bitch. That wasn't no.
Prime Minister Winston Churchill also allegedly saw ghostly figures they believe to be Lincoln's ghost. In addition to President Lincoln, Andrew Jackson, Abigail Adams, and various other political figures have supposedly haunted the White House.
Boy, hell no. Boy, hell no. Boy, hell no. I ain't even gonna lie to you, boy. This video really didn't change my perspective on ghosts at all. The only one I can believe is the White House. Because, you know, it's a lot of shit that goes on. It's some, our presidents be on some weird shit, man. They be on some freaky ass shit, man. I wouldn't be surprised if they was sex trafficking out that bitch. But all that other shit, straight cap, man. Straight cap. They need to knock this shit down. But shit, that's the end of this video, man. I'm gonna try to get another video out to y'all about like next week. Let me know in the comments what y'all want me to react to. I'm trying to do straight live reactions. I don't even want to watch the video, and I don't want the video to be like this bullshit like right here, cause this shit here ain't it, man. That shit don't even look real. Next time, catch it on camera. If you in the White House, how you ain't get it on camera? Come on. But shit, with that being said, y'all like and subscribe. I'm gonna be back with y'all with another video. Gang, we out.